from the middle of the piece, right in. I had them billies throwing bees up in. Remember bagging all them bricks, right in. We need a statue made of rich. We was going to 45th to shop it. I keep that 40 on my hip when I'm in. You still could get that better price when you win.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and it's a goddamn tragedy. Now, I like Jim Jones, product of my environment, or as y'all know it, the Ballin' album came out in 2006. He was on his ballin' shit, and it was like a miracle that shit sold like it did. You know what I'm saying? It did numbers. And I think he was signed to Koch Records, which was like an independent label. And at the time, Koch was looked at, and probably still is, as the graveyard for washed up rappers. And he was literally one of the few people that went to that label and sold 1 million units and pumped blood into that shit. However, in my opinion, I don't think he followed up as aggressive. Either that or Max B couldn't write for him because he got indicted for murder and robbery. So, like, he lost his creative edge. Having a ghostwriter like Max B, that was the finishing touch. Without that, he just never materialized into anything further than the Ballin' record. Now, that was a hot ass record. And between 2006, 7, and 8, Jim Jones was on fire. Fast forward 16, 17 years later, and my man is still talking about gang banging and selling bricks, when clearly he's had too much stain on his record in the meantime to even for any of that shit to even be believable. First, a lot of niggas overlooked it and let the shit slide when he got punched in the face by Max B over proceeds and publishing royalties over Ballin'. But then Max B went to prison, and since then he's been indicted with some knuckleheads down in South Georgia for possession of, I think he had some pills on him, some weed, there's some bullshit charges. I don't know whatever happened with that. He probably rolled over on them. If he didn't, it was just stupidness. Him and his mans and them get packed out up in Boston by some Dominican niggas, to which 50 Cent made fun of him. I think this happened like 2009 or 10 or 11, one of the two, between that year range. What else sucker shit happened to him? It was some most sucker shit that happened to Jim Jones. Anyways, it escapes me at the present moment. However, this nigga's 46 years old, and he's still trying to hold on being a gang member, and nobody's believing you, son. You're not in these streets, and even if you were, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's one of these rappers that I'll take that back. He's not 46, he's 48. So the nigga's almost 50 years old, still on this dumb shit. It's like, when does a nigga not grow up? To the point where somebody posted up on Twitter, and I don't know, my algorithm's just feeding me Jim Jones shit. First it was that video, then somebody put up a post named the Noma guy. It says, undeniably an OG tastemaker, but hate how he became the old guy trying to look young and cool rather than the cool old guy. And it shows a picture of him, Jim Jones, and Chrome Hearts circa 2007. And yes, it's so nigga got a whole bunch of gray on his face since then. That's another thing. Like, it's one thing that you're aging, and there's nothing wrong with aging. Everybody gets old. I think there's a book entitled that. However, if you're in entertainment, it's in your best interest that if you're trying to look and appeal to the younger crowd, to actually look young. I don't know how this is a hard concept. Now, I dye my shit from time to time because I've been getting gray hair since I was 34, and I don't think it looks relatively good. You know what I'm saying? For lack of better words, it ain't a good look, fam. Not only that, I just don't like the shit. It's not as bad as his though. He got a whole bunch of gray. My shit don't. You know what I'm saying? My shit sprinkles in here or there. However, I'm not in entertainment, and even I dye my shit, right? But at 48 years old, like, if you're trying to look young and cool, it will behoove you to try to look young and cool, right? If not, just be the cool old guy. dressing like the young dudes, you should be dressing like a nigga your age. Me personally, I got no problem wearing clothes that I wore 17 years ago, now and into the future. Like my pants weren't super baggy, but they weren't skin tight. You know what I'm saying? The gray hair, that's just not a look I'm trying to achieve, and they make shit for that. So if you can't, dye this up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, shave it off your face, line it up, or at least line it up. This nigga looks like a hobo. Somebody said that this nigga looks like a Mortal Kombat character from DCL. I don't even know if that's a video game, but nigga looks like a washed up as Mortal Kombat character named Smoke. In any event, if you think I'm being too harsh on Jimmy, leave it in the comments. Not that I give a shit. I will be doing lives come next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So if you want to talk your shit, leave a comment in person. You can do that. In any event, I'm out.